The weather down in LA was getting a little bit too hot for me. Luckily, I remembered seeing this amazing commercial for a water park nearby.
The refreshing oasis that is the all-new Lake Dolores Resort and Rockahula Waterpark. Visitors are treated to an atmosphere filled with classic Americana and family fun. Boasting 18 brand new aqua attractions, including the Big Bopper, the world's largest family raft ride, the all-new Rockahula Waterpark offers something for everyone. Young and old alike can bask in the sun.
So I packed my bathing suit and I headed out to the water park in the middle of the desert. As soon as I got there, things were looking a little bit strange, like it didn't quite seem that right. And I actually realized that it's abandoned and there's no water and the lake is fully dried up. So I guess while I'm here, maybe I could film a YouTube video. What about a challenge of I spent 24 hours in the abandoned water park. Looking around, it actually looked kind of familiar, and I remember a lot of famous skaters actually came here over the years. While I was here, I thought I'd do a little side quest where I see how many holes I can drill into a skateboard without the skateboard breaking. Now, I know that might sound a little bit silly, and yes, it absolutely is. But I'm actually broadcasting every minute of this challenge live on my Twitch, and if you ever did want to pull up there, it might make a little bit more sense. But anywho, let's get to drilling some more holes. It was looking pretty good, nice Swiss cheese board, but honestly, it didn't really affect it at all. Maybe it was like 1% lighter, 1% weaker, but still felt fine. So let's keep drilling. Let's see really how many holes we can get going on this. I accidentally drilled through the board into my wheel, which was not part of the plan, but I guess it's okay. Now the board was starting to feel maybe a tiny bit weaker, but it was still pretty skatable, to be honest. I'd been in the water park for a while now, and the sun was kind of setting, so I thought, before it gets to nightfall, why don't we just check and clear all of these buildings to make sure there's no one lurking around that we don't know about. And honestly, like most of these were demolished, but some of them were a complete structure, and it is quite scary going into these ones. This was an old toilet block, and I thought, all right, I gotta go in and just make sure there's nothing in there. I didn't really like that at all, but at least that was done. And I checked out the original sign. It's crazy to think that this used to be a water park and people are just living it up here, and now it's just like literally a desolate desert. I thought I'd climb up to the highest point to watch the sunset, and then unfortunately I absolutely smoked myself on all the rocks and debris around. I somehow managed to land on the drill that I had in my little bag there. Anyway, I did end up making it up to the highest point. It was a little bit of a mission. Apparently this was a man-made hill too. They literally just put all this dirt together to just make this like incline. But there's some beautiful views up the top, lovely time of day to watch the sunset. Could have been a couple minutes earlier if I didn't slam, but it is what it is. I noticed from up there was this other building that I did not clear that was a little bit ominous, kind of off to the side. So I was like, damn, I really gotta go check it out before it gets dark. Now this one was much more scary. This structure was very together, so like the possibility of people being in there was a little bit more real. Turns out this was actually the bathroom, so you could see all the cubicles with the toilets smashed in, and like a lot of little nooks and crannies for jump scares, so I was a little bit worried. Also, someone could have closed the door behind me, and then like literally what would I do? Like I'm deep in there, you know? That's a little terrifying. Yeah, then I went in to check the other one. This one was also very destroyed. Same mirror layout as the other one. Lots of places to hide. And someone may or may not have really had to go to the toilet, even though it wasn't there anymore. But we got it done. The sunset was pretty beautiful out there. I haven't spent a whole lot of time out in the desert, but it was kind of a nice vibe. Then it was time to make some dinner as the night began. And if you've ever been to a kind of an abandoned place, you might know that the daytime is fun, the nighttime is scary. Especially when you're just really out in the open like this and you're fully alone. I'll admit it was starting to get a little bit spooky out there. I thought I'd try to face my fears by walking around a bit. Maybe this was a good idea, maybe it wasn't. But yeah, you can see like the vibe is so much different now. So I thought I'd just get a couple of night clips while I was here. We got him done. And then yeah, things started to get a little bit strange after that, I'm not gonna lie.
Double, toil and trouble. His palms are sweaty, knees weak, arms are heavy. There's vomit on his sweater already. Mom's spaghetti. Cut my life into pieces. This is my last resort. It's fun to stay at the YMCA.
But yeah, that was it. Time for bed. I slept in the lovely Hotel Prius. Got a pretty good rest, honestly. It was hot because I'm out in the desert, but we were ready for day 2. I'd made a lot of progress drilling into my board, but I thought I was absolutely gonna lock down and just keep drilling this until it breaks. So what I thought I would do is drill one hole, then do a trick, then drill another hole, then do a trick. So I ended up doing lots and lots of tricks, and I couldn't believe it wasn't breaking. I started to try progressively harder and harder tricks that would be like more risk for it to break, but honestly, it was really hanging in there. So I kind of had to get more and more creative.
What's up guys, Ricky Glaser here. Today I'm going to teach you how to kickflip. First things first, take your holy skateboard, put it in the bed of your Toyota Prius, climb on up, get your feet ready, charge it up. 1, 2, 3. Do not break. Oh!
Honestly, I can't believe it didn't break from the caveman, so I went in there and I drilled so many more holes. It could survive one board slide, but then we did finally give way with a whopping 254 holes. Can you believe it?
My brand new board! Dude, my mom's gonna be pissed.
I spent a bit of time taking apart my board and setting up a new one. You can buy these boards, by the way, on ilikeskate.com. A little bit of a shameless promo, but we got them going, so you can check that out. And then that was basically the end of the 24 hours.
What a fantastic journey we have been on. We survived the night. Barely. We've destroyed the board after 254 holes. We grinded the water slide. We pre-mowed down. We did some fun tricks. We kickflipped off the car. We cavemaned off the roof. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We completed the arbitrary 24 hours at Random Waterpark Challenge. Congratulations. Thank you so much for being here. Epic 24 hours. Wow.
So I packed up and got the heck out of there. It was a fun experience, honestly, but maybe next time I might Google to see if the water park is actually open. But that's it for me. I like skate.